Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. This is standard 3.6a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 13 of the 2022 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So, Leighton is making a table that correctly, so that means we're supposed to find the correct one. 3 of these will be incorrect. Using a check mark to identify the attributes of each shape. So which one could be the one that Leighton made? Alright, so we have the 3 shapes, and we've got these terms right here. So vertices. Vertices is not going to be defined for us within this problem. It is not on our mathematics chart. So what is a vertices? Actually, that's the plural form. When we're talking about a singular vertice, we wouldn't call it a vertice, we'd call it a vertex. So this is singular. It's kind of strange. But when there's more than one vertex, you don't say vertexes, you would say vertices. You just have to change the way you say it when you say plural. So what are those? Well, we are dealing with two-dimensional shapes here. You notice they don't label any of them, but they're pretty obvious, right? We've got a rectangle, we've got a triangle, and we've got a circle. All right, so a vertex is something that we're going to find on a two-dimensional shape. One way to think of a vertex, and let's just look at it right here on a rectangle, this is our first shape, is the fact that it has 4 of them. These are your vertices. So one way to think of a vertex is think of it as a corner. It's just a really short and sloppy definition of it. The technical definition is going to be where 2 edges meet. So you need to have edges, which are straight lines. And that's what we're going to find on a two-dimensional shape. On a three-dimensional shape, it could be 2 or more, because it might be more than simply 2. But on a two-dimensional shape, it's going to be that. So we have these edges here meeting in these. So this has got 4 different vertices right here. And so let's look at the next one, the quadrilateral. This is a difficult one, simply because it's a really, really long term for just a name of a type of shape. And a prefix that you may or may not be familiar with is quad. Quad is a prefix for the number 4, just like tri is a prefix for the number 3, and bi is a prefix for the number 2. So quad means 4, so it is a 4-sided polygon. Okay, so you see that we started with a rectangle here. Our rectangle definitely has vertices, and it is definitely 4-sided. Okay, so we need both of those check marks. Our next shape looks to be like an equilateral triangle. Does it have vertices? Yes, because we've got 2 edges meeting here, here, here. It's got 3 edges. And when we're dealing with two-dimensional shapes, the number of vertices always equals the number of sides. And so we've got 3 right here. Yes. Actually, we probably need to label this as sides rather than edges. But it's not a 4-sided shape, it's a 3-sided shape. It's a triangle. So no check mark there. And then we finally have a circle. And you notice it's all curved. There's no straight lines, so I've got no vertices, and it has no lines, which means it doesn't have any sides. So I need to have 2 check marks on the top, 1 on the bottom. My answer here is C.